What's up, Gore Squad? Famox here from Game Interface, and today we're starting a different review series where I dive a little deeper into the newer player classes from NHL 16. I know each class has its own descriptions in the game and all the stats are displayed, but since this is a brand new version of EASHL, I'm going to give you guys the stats in a way that makes it easier for most to understand, and that's by comparing the classes to HUT cards. You all know how my player reviews work, and this is going to be the same exact thing. The ratings I give will be just like I'm reviewing any other player. I'll try to do this for each class before the beta is over, starting with this one as we look at the Playmaker. Puck skills. He gets an 8.5. This is obviously the Playmaker's strongest area. His passing is superior to any other class in the game. If you choose this class, you should be a pass-first type of player, always aware of where your teammates are and when they are open. The Playmaker will be the most likely to connect on a pass in high traffic areas. He also has one of the best hands, making him the dangler among the classes. If you like to use your deking ability to make room or get around your opponents, then this class may be for you. He had no problem performing loose puck dekes even with minimal space. Most goals will come from dekes rather than snipes. Skating. He gets a 7. Now this is probably what I will rank most classes, seeing as they all have the same skating stat. The Playmaker has good acceleration for the first half of a period. He's not going to blow by anyone, but he's fast enough to gain the edge in certain situations. He also has good agility. The Playmaker can make quick stops and sudden turns to avoid hits or fool opponents. Shooting. He gets a 6. This is where the Playmaker's offensive skills will take a hit. As I said earlier, most goals you get from this class will be created with dekes and puck skills, and that's because he has a mediocre shot. The power and accuracy will have you frustrated if you're the type of player that likes to pick the corners. It'll often come off his stick weak or completely miss the net. In 7 games, I was unable to pick up a single sniped goal. Physical. He gets another 6. The Playmaker is definitely not your choice if you want to play physical hockey. If you try to throw a hit, he will be almost useless and will bounce off of most players. He will rarely connect on an effective hit, and when he's on the receiving side, he's very easily knocked down or even ragdolled to the ice. Defensive. He gets a 5.5. This is the Playmaker's lowest stat, and it's pretty evident when he's on the ice. The ability to poke check and intercept passes is not on the same level as other forward classes. Even when in the perfect position, the puck will just bounce off his stick. However, the area that you will notice the most is the face-off circle. The Playmaker was very bad on the draw and will almost always lose to bigger classes like the two-way forwards or grinders. I would highly suggest that you only use the Playmaker if you plan to play on the wing. The Playmaker's overall grade comes to 6.6 out of 10 or 66%. Now, I know you guys are used to seeing players in the high 70 to 80% range, but those are obviously when I review the superstars of the league. The idea of EASHL is not to give everyone Crosbys and Ovechkins, it's to play with average players and make winning a group effort. Now, the true test will be seeing if all classes come out even in the 66 to 70% area. Now, final summaries for the Playmaker. He's a great offensive class if you envision yourself like Pavel Datsyuk. You'll get the best dangling and passing to rack up points in the assist column, but you're not going to have any shooting ability. You'll also be very weak and not too effective defensively. Now, if I'm going to compare him to a HUT card to give you guys a better idea, I'd say Anton Vermette. I know he's considered to be a two-way forward, but in terms of actual in-game play, the Playmaker class and Vermette feel very similar. So that concludes this EASHL class review. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any feedback on this new review series, then please let me know. I will try to do as many of these as I can before the beta ends, and then I'll do the rest when the full game comes out in September. And just like my old player reviews, I'm going to let you guys vote on which class I should do next. Just go to the link in the description, and you can cast your vote there. As always, I would appreciate it if you hit that like button, and if you're new here, then subscribe to join the Gore Squad, where I provide in-depth reviews so you can make informed decisions. I'm Famox, and I'll see you in the next one.